Alright, welcome back, Renegade GCM. Today we have Pudding versus Yamato. We go first. We're going to deploy our search event, grabbing a Big Mom or Animal Kingdom. We're going to grab Flampy, 2k counter, pass to the opponent. They play out their Momonosuke. And they get the blocker version of Momonosuke. So passing back to us, we're at 3 Dawn. We're going to go 5 into leader, using our effect to ramp a Dawn and showing the top 2 cards of our deck. Looks like we have a Pudding and an event. We deploy our Brule here just because Yamato has double attack, so we don't want to go down too early in life. So they're rearranging life cards with their Kazuki Hayoris. Go 5 into 5 here. 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. Yeah, we're gonna use the 1K here. We want to make sure we keep his. We want to use our counters effectively against Yamato. So here we're at. Yep, we're gonna play our Miss All Sunday, drawing a card, putting 1 on our leader, going 6 into 5. And I'm just going to pass it back. We did draw the 6-drop Katakuri from the Miss All Sunday trigger, or on play effect. We're at 7 Dawn here. So next turn we could technically play Yamato, if needed. Flag another Hayori. Allows them to take the card from life and then switch it out with a card in hand. The Yamato deck's pretty interesting. I like the Land of Wano, and I like the way that this deck, the opponent was running, it's played out. Had a lot of cool interactions. So they got the green version of Hayori from EV01. Two Open Dawn. Looks like they searched again. So they got both searches found in Hayori. They're gonna go 6 into 5 here. This is a 2K. They have a lot of 0 power all their characters are 0 power, so we don't have to worry too much about them swinging outside of their leader. We draw the Sanji 2K blocker. We're gonna go 5 into leader. We know they were putting stuff on top of their deck, so they counter out. We're gonna go 5 into leader again. They do take that hit, which was a snake trigger, preventing Miss All Sunday from attacking until next turn. So we're going to play the 6-drop Katakuri, putting our life face down and then ramping a Dawn. Alright, we're just going to pass back with 4 Open Dawn. There's really nothing we can play. We don't want to swing our Brule. So they're going to play 4 for the Hayori 4-drop. That can trash itself to play a 5-drop. They're going to play the Momonosuke blocker, putting on Hayori back on top of their life, which is a 2K. The Yamato player has 4 Open Dawn still. They're running low on cards in hand with 3, but they do have 2 Momonosuke Searchers that can find them some Wano if they choose to use that. So they do, and they got another EB01 Hayori. I'm assuming they're using the Searcher again. Nope. Maybe. So they got Inuyarashi. So they do the search. 2 open dawn still. So they're gonna put it on their leader and go 7 into 5 here against us. We have the blocker, but we also have like 3 2Ks in hand. So we're gonna absorb the block. We draw a 1-drop search event for top 5 for a Big Mom Pirate. So we're gonna grab the 9-drop Linlin, play it out. Dawn -1. We gotta trash a card. We're gonna trash the we like the 2Ks, but I don't know, the Yamato maybe? Yeah, we're gonna let the Yamato go. We're gonna gain a life, and then we're gonna put their blocker at the bottom of their life, I think. Yep. Alright, so now we're gonna start chipping. We got 5. We're gonna take out that searcher. They're getting way too much value out of that. We're gonna take the other searcher out. I can't foresee the opponent trying to use 5K, 6K worth of counter to get out of this hit. But I could be wrong. Depends on how much they value the search. They let it go. So here we have a 6-7. We just pass. We don't want to give them that 2K to manipulate their life yet. The Brule on top of life. We could take this hit and get that blocker on the field, and then another pudding searcher as well in hand. So you're going to play Onami, giving it Banish, okay? That changes things a little bit here. Depending on how much Dawn they put on it, we might not have a choice but taking this hit. So they're going 7 with Banish into life. We'd have to use 2 of our 2Ks, which, yeah, we value the Brule over the counters right now. But that Banish is rough. So they have 6 open Dawns still, 5 cards in hand. They're going to play the S-Snake, which is going to stop one of our non-Luffys from attacking. They're going to stop the Katakuri. So we have Miss All Sunday. We're going to play that out to draw a card. We did draw the 10-drop Big Mom for next turn. So they stopped the Katakuri from attacking, which is weird that they didn't stop the 9-drop Big Mom. But maybe I'm missing something. We're going to go 7 into 5 here. They take that hit. We're going to go 8 into 5. We know they have a 2K, so if they use it, great. We know they have it like a 1K or maybe a couple of those. Oh, so yeah, they're doing counter things. They depleted a lot of cards in hand there. They take that hit, waiting and see if they want to activate that trigger. They choose not to. Pass it to them. Alright, so they use the 3K event, trashing the Kikinojo, and then the Inarashi or whatever for the 1K. So they're going to play the Hayori, putting a life on top of theirs. They took the bottom life, which I believe was the blocker, and they put a new card on top. They play the 4-drop out, trashing it for the 5-drop. And they can put a card back on top of their life with the Momonosuke blocker. They put the 2K back on. So they're getting a little bit of a cycle going here. I personally would have put Nami back on top. But I mean, they value controlling what they have on their life over the banish, I guess. And it's also a 2K, so we're starting to put some pressure towards them. So, I mean, I could see either way. I'm not sure if we're still know what's in their hand. I think we've seen both the 4-drop Hayoris be played out or trashed for counter. So they're going to put 4 on their S-Snake. They're going to go 10 into our 9 here. That's a 2K. We're going to definitely try to... We're going to save that because we know they can't hit it with anything else. So we're going to go 5 into 5 here. We take this because we don't have a counter in hand. So we draw another 10 drop Big Mom. We're going to deploy one, gain a life, trash a life. We're going to go 7 into the S Snake, forcing a 2K out of hand, or both their cards. They let it go. We're going to go 5 into life here, just trying to chip in. They take that. We're going to go. What do they do? Trigger effect must have been. Alright, so we're going to go 5 into 5 again. Oh, what? They played Noah's Ark off of life. That's kind of cool. I was trying to figure out why everything was tapped. And then Noah's Ark trigger, play this card on play, rest all your opponent's characters. That's some good spice right there. I like that. That's definitely an interesting card for the Yamato, because they just put. I think they prevented one of my attacks, and they also made my 10 drop Big Mom vulnerable to attack in. So they have one card in hand still, 2 life. We're sitting at 6 life. So they're gonna go 9, 14 into our 12. Yep, they got it. And I don't think they have another swing this turn unless they want to swing their blocker, but I would assume they value the blocker uh, as a blocker instead of an attack. Nope. They're going to go 6 and a 5. Okay, they got it. Alright, so we're going to just drop another 10 drop, gain a life, trash a life. Though they had another Noah's Ark set up there. Yeah, they were preparing for that. We're going to go 7 into 5 into their Momonosuke. We're going to go 5 into life here. Using the card action. No, we don't need to. So they get a card. What's if they want to use a trick? They don't. We're gonna go 9 into 5 here, and they have to. I think that's it. All right, good game opponent. They had a Kikinojo in hand in a 1 drop event. Overall, like I said, the Yamato deck really cool. The Noah's Ark edition, love it. Pudding performed very well. As you see, we gained a serious amount of life. Yeah, when you can start chaining those 10 drop Big Moms together, you're having a good time. It definitely opens that gap between you and your opponent as the game gets down to the wire. But like and subscribe, more content coming.